I don't know. Okay, you want to hang with busters. Real tuna in your panties. Ain't no money in the room. He is a buster. And that's who you chose to hang with, huh? You want to keep hanging with busters. You over there thinking you done picked a winner and you got a whole buster who's misinformed and who started a whole lot of shit. I guess trash belongs with trash. That's how that works. You on some trash, so you can only blend in with trash networks. Booty loking with suckers, busters, and snakes. What are you doing? You fritter busting? What are you doing, scumbag? I mean, I'm trying to figure out. You know for a fact now you're in the scumbag files, and the first case docket is ducking the fade. Telling lies? Yeah, that's what you've been doing, huh? Yeah, forgot about all these lies you've been telling, Scumby.
Gotta stay on my grind and get my money right. Gotta make sure me and my brothers hustle through the night. Me and my niggas, we gon' swing, we gon' blow that pipe. Hop out on your block with thunder clapping when we make it strike. Hop on feet, hop out, give them smoke, gon' be a can of...
Yo, Kunta cuz, welcome back to the platform.
Man, it's great to be back, man. You know, this is another episode of the Scumbag Files. And I do have in my hand the first set of Scumbag Files that we will discuss here today in depth. And guess whose files these are?
Who?
What does that say? What does that spell?
That says Scumby.
Scumby Files. Oh, wow. We have Scumby. He's in the Scumby Files. Okay. So first of all, I would like to, extend this out to the collective. Please don't take offense, by me addressing this matter. I know it's already been passed down the chain of command for this scumbag to he has the right to remain silent, and he has refused to remain silent in regards to the BS that he has started. So being in the Scumbag Files, I'm gonna you're gonna have a track record. Look at this. This is file number 1. Know what that says?
It says ducking the fade.
Ducking the fade. Let's see here. Cause file number 1, case docket 1 for you, Scumby. You're still in Texas. You're still doing it. You still here. We told you to leave. We did. The collective said, "Hey, buddy, you pissed on our porch. You smoked all our bud. It's time for you to leave. You wore your welcome out. Still, you don't get it. So, now let's go back, because this charge has receipts to it. Ducking the fade. This is if you got this type of, this is bold writing. This ain't regular writing. This is in very bold print, representing some very serious allegations going up against Scumby for ducking the fade. Okay, well, let's run a few receipts, okay? First of all, we'll go to where he made it mention in his content that he would fight me. Oh, he put us in order, because I think, he would fight Rat Williams. He would fight Pink Panther and he would fight me. Do you recall that footage? I need the playback on that. Okay. So I'm trying to get the logic of your movements because at this point you're not making it make sense. It's not making sense. First of all, you said you would fight 3 people, and you don't need to fight those other 2 guys. You don't need to fight Pink Panther Purse, cuz. You don't need to fight him. You don't need to fight Rat Williams. What kind of merit would you get from fighting those guys? I mean, that would be some real, nigger rig shit, really. That's what those fights would be. But if you fought me, guess what you would get? Number one, you would get your rear end whooped. You would get your rear end kicked in, maybe permanently, kicked in. So you don't want that, So you changed it to, man, I ain't fighting that nigga. I'll fight him in the streets. So you gotta make it make sense, cuz. Real life. Make it make sense. First of all, you said you would get in the ring. Now you done recanted from getting into the ring. And now your raggedy excuse is that you don't want me to make no money. So why are you on the internet anyway if you don't want to make no money? Cuz you gotta make it make sense, cuz. Real life, criminal, you gotta make it make sense. You said that why are you on the internet? Are you freeloading? What are you doing? What are you doing? You freedom busting? What are you doing, scumbag? I mean, I'm trying to figure out. For a fact, now you're in the scumbag files, and the first case docket is ducking the fade. Why are you ducking the fade? Why? Why now would you duck the fade and you was talking all this riffraff? You even got tough in Vegas, remember? And then you talking about grown men don't fight they kids. Now grown men got respect from the shoulders, homie. Now we finna get into this because you sending out mixed messages. Are you a man or are you a boy? I asked you that question because you know what a man will do? A man will put the guns down and pick the gloves up. But you're ducking. Cause why you ducking so hard, my G? Like you talked all this trash about how serious, it was on, whatever. You said this, said that, how you was gonna do whatever you was gonna do, but you did this. Let's go to another receipt because you contradicted yourself. Now you talking about you ain't gonna fight me, but in the streets. You got to make it make sense. I'll fight you in the streets. You just we're going to set a date. Me and you, we're going to get a date. We're going to get the promotion. I mean, we finna get that. Because see, I'll fight you in the streets, but guess what I won't do, silly man, silly rabbit, is I will not fight you for free. Because I'm not on the internet for free. So why would I fight you for free? And you're not on the internet for free, so why would you want to pawn this off to some, we'll handle it in the streets? That sounds kind of cowardized to me, coming out of your mouth to the whole world's ears. And then let's not forget how you jumped on Trey 600 with your friendly reindeer game riffraff. Let's not forget about the friendly reindeer game riffraff when you got on there with Pink Panther Purse, cuz, AKA Trader Rick. You almost, you almost had you one. You almost had you a buster. You almost had you one in the bag. You almost had, now I ain't gonna even call him a buster. That's bad. You almost had one of my people in the trick bag, you scumbag. But see, our goal is to put you in the trick bag. So if you get in this ring with me, I guarantee you, you will be in the trick bag, scumbag. You will be in the trick bag. I guarantee you, if you have enough mustard carriage, you yellow belly, get in the ring. You know, see? Yeah. You want to take it somewhere else. And this is what I'm going to say to you. I'm not going to allow you to take this into the streets because this is content. This is only content. I have nothing personal against you. Even though you made this personal against me, you are a victim of the art of seduction because you are obsessed. And this is the scariest, this is the busterest thing to me is that you so obsessed, but you scared to fight. You duck the fade. Fade ducking. That's a solid charge, my boy. And then you hurt your people. I know they scared you, cuz your people, you should keep better company, cuz that old pussycat Willow dude you be hanging with named Trina, he jump on the internet and tell you, hey, don't get in the ring with Kunta, because I'm 9 times out of 10, you're going on a stretcher. You might walk in there, but you're going to be stretchered out. So I know you're scared. I know you're scared, bro. I mean, it's all right, little fella. It's all right, little fella. I know you're scared. Let's get into this, man. Okay. Now, because, he got, this fool got some charges, man. Look out, man. This fool got some charges. Check this one out. What does that say?
Spreading gaslit logic.
Spreading gaslit logic. I know people might say, Kunta, big homie, what the hell is gaslit logic? Gaslit logic is when you go and you start some shit with some people and then you turn around and you try to make it look like it's their fault. Let's not forget this, Scumby. Your approach to Fort Worth was completely wrong. It was disrespectful, and it wasn't even sanctioned by the big homies. You on this internet lying to people with this gaslit logic. You spreading this gaslit logic and got all these people on here hating Fort Worth, and we ain't did nothing to you. We don't even know you. You have started all of this stuff, got people hating us for just being original and who we are. And you think you don't get away with that? You think you get to run around like you in Gaslitopia? This is not Gaslitopia, scumbag. It's not. And everything is not gonna work out in your favor, you pristine scumbag. It's not working out for you. No. We are on to your gaslit logic. We know about you, homie. We know you've been running around spreading lies and talking down on our people, trying to make everybody think that we are not. Your campaign of gaslit logic is over. Everybody knows that you were wrong because there are many people in the city of Fort Worth who don't even know you, and you had the audacity to say, forget our city. You had no right to do that. And just because you did that, I did not disrespect California. Because you know what? I have respect for California. I respect California as being the motherland to this Hoover Crip and Crippin' in general, as well as to the Bloods and everybody that's there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's taking away from the fact that y'all did it first, but we did it this way. And you, not being an honorary Hoover or not being an honorary homie, you came down here with reproach, with gaslit logic, and you infected some people. And all you dudes that he infected, y'all all V'd. I'm gonna call y'all people. And when I find out who you hanging around, I swear on my mama, I'm getting y'all V'd. I'm getting y'all V'd. So just think standing around this scumbag right now. Y'all are V'd. And I'm going to go to y'all people and I'm going to tell them, because I know y'all people are good people and they definitely don't support this mess that this scumbag is on. And how could y'all be so tender and weak-minded to fall for the underplay and Mr. Overlay? The overlay is divide and conquer. So where are we going with this, with your gaslit logic? And I asked the big homies this because, you know, this is really history right here now, because we know that this same thing happened with the Black Gangster Disciples and the Gangster Disciples. And if y'all want that, then y'all keep pushing the way y'all pushing, homie. We never disrespected y'all. We never came at y'all sideways. We always paid respect and showed respect, but we don't get respect back. That's not cool. That's to all the Cali homies that feel the same way as Scumby. I'm saying that to everybody that's in his little crowd. How can y'all judge us and y'all ain't got the courage to come down here as men and meet us? Y'all would rather sit back in the comments and in a peanut gallery instead of preach hate. And then I want to say this to you scumbags in the comment section. Man, I don't want to fight y'all, but don't mess with me. You hear me? Because I can't fight, but don't let me find out that you can't. That's what I got to tell y'all scumbags in the comments. You know, your little Scumby band, your little band of your little mini Scumby ass dudes. Yeah. Okay, moving right along. Spreading gaslight logic. Your reign is over. It's over. Let's get this shit going, man. Okay, next charge. What does that say?
What does that say? Booty loking with suckers, busters, and snakes.
Booty loking with suckers, busters, and snakes. Let's see here. Okay. Why is it, fool, that you want to be cool with niggas that got funny flaming burger tendencies, man? The dude you hanging with, Trina, bro, that fool, you know, he really, you know, I mean, go look at the interview we did, and if you can't get, he like, you know, really, Scumby, really? You want to hang with this? I don't know. Okay, you want to hang with busters. Real tuna in your panties. Ain't no money in the room. He is a buster. And that's who you chose to hang with, huh? You want to keep hanging with busters. You over there thinking you done picked a winner and you got a whole buster who's misinformed and who started a whole lot of shit. I guess trash belongs with trash. That's how that works. You on some trash, so you can only blend in with trash networks. And I'm calling you out, real tuna, because we told you to shut up too. You steady bringing this stuff on, and guess what? The blood, if anything happened to anybody from this stupid ass, the blood is on your hands, real tuna, because you one of the ones that started this. And everybody, even in your nosebleed ass comment section, told you to leave this topic alone. Scumby, you booty loking with busters and suckers. I'm going to tell you who the sucker is. Trey 600. You a sucker, homie. You actually done sold out Texas. You know what I'm saying? You siding with a dude that want to cause bloodshed between coasts. So y'all want this coast beef stuff to start. Like, you really messy, bro. I mean, let's put in cash a receipt in on you, because you know you went to the scumbag mania. But you spun a false narrative of me shooting that person. Why would you do that? So when I seen that you did that, if you notice, I never came to your channel Because I seen you was with the bullshit, and you would even put out fake news just to get your agenda or to twist the narrative in the manipulative way in which you wanted it to go. So you a sucker for that. And the snake you hanging with, you hear me, is you that's from Texas. And I'm calling you that's hanging with Gumby some snakes. Y'all hanging with that scumbag, y'all some snakes. And y'all undermining the peace that we have here by hanging with this fool. And if y'all had any decency, y'all would actually send that man back to California. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to talk to you, Scumby, no more until you go back home. I don't want to ever hear your voice. I'm not going to watch your content, nothing, until I see you posting and broadcasting, saying that you back in Cali. Because, you know, yeah, we ain't going to get into that, but yeah, let's see you go home. Okay, next charge. Yeah, this one here, oh wow, this one here. This one here. Check this one out. What does this one say?
Impersonating and telling lies, weak ideas, and wrong thinking.
Impersonating. You have been impersonating an advocate of peace. You have been impersonating somebody that's trying to make a difference. You have been found guilty of impersonating a peace advocate. You are not an advocate of peace. You are an advocate of mess, slime, filth, and junk. Yeah. Telling lies? Yeah, that's what you've been doing, huh? Yeah, forgot about all these lies you've been telling, Scumby. You've been telling too many lies, cuz. Why are you running around lying on Crip, cuz? Why are you lying, my G? Real life. You done told lies. You have lied. You want me to show you how you lied? You lied and said on there that you don't want to come to Fort Worth. And we could go back into your shit where I want to go to Hoover Land. I want to give me a big booty girl and ride on me a horse. Horsey. Remember? You did tell lies. You also told a lie and said that you wasn't in it. It was above you, remember? You lied. You lied a lot. You said that you came and you was trying to make sure everybody was on the same page. You lied. You've been telling lies, weak ideas, and spreading wrong thinking amongst the Texans. And that's a bad, you know what? You are what we call a defected generational program. And you are spreading this defected programming. Your programming is defected generationally. So you're just basically trying to spread misery. You're not trying to spread no money. You're not trying to get no money. You don't even want to get in the ring and fight me for some money. You said no. I think you're scared, but you don't really want no money, so you really a clown. You really a lame. You on here for the show. You on here for the clicks. You on here for the pump and the glitter. You trash, man. You trash. And guess what? Homie, you in the scumbag files. And we will not let you make it impersonating a peace advocate. You will not come to Texas and impersonate a peace advocate and on the cool act like a warmonger. Which one are you? You two-faced clown? You got your fake suit that you put on when you trying to kiss people ass. And then you got your clown suit put on when you trying to get clicks and likes. You are a clout chaser. Sack chasing, clout chaser. Telling lies. Cheers, nigga. Nah, this one, I got this one, I got to pop with this one.
Bucking the program.
Bucking the program. Scumby, you are bucking the program. I'm going to show you. This has a receipt on it. Shout out to Big Deal. Real spill. Shout out to Big Deal. Real life. Shout out to you, homie. I don't know who told you to put this on notice about his fraudulent impersonating, because he was personating like he was from all Hoovers. He said he was from all of them. And I found that hard to believe that he was from all of them. And he screams 9 deuce. How can you be from all of them and you scream 9 deuce, homie? That don't make sense to me. But anyway, you saying you from all of them. Evidently you're not from all of them. Because Big Deal wouldn't have never got up there and told you to shut up. So now you bucking the program and the 5 deuce homies done told you to shut your mouth about FD business. They already said shut up and let us figure it out. We don't need your help. Go and chase girls or something, Give away canned goods, scumbag. Do something righteous. Push peace. We don't need you in our business. We can figure this out. We sure don't need somebody who ain't got no respect to be involved, who ain't got no morals and ain't got no values or no principles, and out here fake 10th grade jackleg pretending. That's what you're doing. And you bucking the program. So I know you're not going home now because the homies done already told you to shut up. And I see now that you refuse because, first of all, let's cash in some receipts. On the recording from when I did the Bob report when I had the phone call on it, remember? He said he didn't want to talk about it and it was out of his hands, right? It's going to hire people. If it's going to hire people, then what are you talking about it still for? Why are you still bringing up folk work? And Real Tuna, you really need to stop, brother. Because like I said, the blood is on your hands, you scumbag. You a scumbag too, and you are on your way to getting a foul. Real Tuna, you're on your way to getting a foul put on you. I'm telling you to your face. You over there, what is that? Booty munching. You over there booty munching. Let's, I don't even know why, like Scumby, you weird. You over there with a flaming burger. Hey man, ask this dude why he be naked talking to people, bro. Why is he on the phone with just a cowboy hat on and some covers talking to grown men? You over there taking jackets from this fool? So you just accepted the pimp game. Pimps put jackets on they gals, on they workers. They workers get jackets because it's cold. So now you done reduced yourself to a $10 thrill. You a $10 thrill? You got the jacket on. Okay, daddy. You put the jacket on. I'm like, wow, this dude here he cool. He going right along with the pimping. Oh man. You didn't know this Real Tuna dude he's a flaming burger pimp. He's gonna pimp your giblets. He's gonna sell your giblets. Your giblets are for sale. You put that jacket on and your giblets is for sale. You didn't know that the jacket means that everything is for sale. You showcase now. You gotta walk around and you gotta market that ass. Yeah. You gotta twitch. You gotta turn. You gotta let the people see you in your shiny new jacket. You $10 thrill. You $10 thrill. That's what $10 thrills do. They cold. They out there damn near ain't got no clothes, or pot to piss in, or window to throw it out of, and they need a jacket. Daddy, I'm cold. Yeah, you sad. So, you want to buck the program. Now, the evidence is here. It's on there. Big Deal told you, shut up. Hey, it's not your business. Get out of it. It's our business. not yours. Ours, not yours. So now you bucking the program. You know what that means when you buck the program? Nobody's bigger than the program, right? So how you get to try to act like you bigger than the program? You said that you can speak out on what's right. And how can you speak out on what's right and your whole approach was wrong? And then on top of that, you are bugging the program. I'm telling you to your face, ain't nobody, no one bigger than the program. Not me, not you, not everybody. They told us to shut up. You and I both should have shut up. I'm not bucking the program. You got back on here, so I took your back. I pulled them files out on you because these receipts are steady stacking up. Okay, let's get to the next one.
Misleading the youth.
Misleading the youth. It's really the YNs, because we black. But it's the youth, because it's whites, blacks, Mexicans, and everybody that's looking at this mess that we got on this internet. What is your end game with what you're doing? That's the question I ask you. With this madness with this fake scumbag campaign that you pushing, what is your end game? What have you accomplished? What have you accomplished with your raggedy approach, with your disrespect? What have you accomplished? Nothing. You have not accomplished anything, brother. And all you are doing is sending a bad message to the youth. We should be man enough to get in the ring and fight and leave this alone. We should be man enough to sit down and talk to one another like grown men and solve this problem without any bloodshed. So what is your end game? Do you want bloodshed? Is that your purpose for coming to Texas with your riffraff? Who are you whispering to? Are you misleading? I think you are. Okay, what programs do you stand on? What nonprofits do you stand on? Have you been in the community where you are and gave anything to any kids? Have you sent a redemption message to any of the young brothers telling them to rectify themselves, to get right, to go get a job, to go try to pursue a career, pursue education, stay off the streets? Have you said that at any point in this scumbag campaign that you driving? And if you have not, you are misleading the youth. And that's a receipt that can be cashed because I've watched everything that you have done and you are here to take. You're not here to give. And we don't want takers. Take your ass home. That's the only thing you can take, scumbag. And no, we're not going to allow the likes of you to ever mislead our youth into a program. We're not doing that. Yeah, we're not doing that. And I'm going to show you why.
Being a COINTELPRO.
Being a COINTELPRO. What is your end game? My purpose for being on the internet is to bring a revolutionary act of redemption to the Crips and the Bloods, because we serve no purpose in our community. We serve no purpose. We are there as trash, and people frown and look down upon us because we are not making a difference. We are making problems. So when are y'all or you gonna realize that you cannot stop God's plan? And you think God is not gonna do something righteous with the Crips? I don't think we even, if God didn't have a plan for the Crips, then our organization probably wouldn't even be around right now if it wasn't. If God didn't have a plan for the Bloods, the Gangster Disciples, all these entities, I don't think they would be around anymore. So I know for a fact that there is a plan for us. And the first step is knowing. They say knowing is half the battle. And if our youngsters don't know right from wrong, then what are we doing this for? See, you are a COINTELPRO because you want the youngsters in the streets armed against themselves. You would rather have our kids in the streets fighting over streets that we don't own, rather than going into the schoolhouses and becoming doctors and lawyers and scientists. So to me, your whole operation, you are a COINTELPRO, and I'm on to you. This is why you're in the scumbag files, because you are an agent of chaos, and everybody else that I have named in the scumbag files are agents of chaos, and you do work for these people. You do it willingly or unwillingly, but you are a COINTELPRO, and your stupidity, it stops here at the scumbag files, because you've never given back. You've came here and that's all you've done. You smoked, you drank, you chilled, you put your feet up in there. Have you paid any rent? I don't think so. You a freeloader. And you work for these people. So get your up, pack all your shit, and all you that's with him, y'all might want to move too. Because if you riding his dick that much, you might want to catch that flight with him. Because we don't want that energy here. And I'm telling y'all to y'all face that y'all in violation for keeping and housing somebody who would start some stuff here that we couldn't stop and would last for generations. Because it's already going on in other places where people don't have enough sense to work together. And what's my end game? My end game is to push peace. I'm not a gangbanger. I think gangbanging needs to be deleted from our mental library. I think gangbanging is one of the most stupidest things that black people ever settled and did. Because we didn't have to gangbang. We could have opened fighting schools. The Chinese people, when they didn't have gangs, they had schools that you could go to and you would learn how to fight. And whenever there was a problem, you had to fight with a school. I mean, there's no culture or logic in chaos and self-destruction. And you represent disorder. And that's what COINTELPRO wants. Because if they got the disorder going, guess what comes? Guess what comes? Guess what comes?
What comes?
A charge. And we're not going to play like that little interview, right after that little interview y'all did, that charge didn't come on them Hoover homies over there. Because right after y'all did that interview with Real Tuna in the panties, the homies got a charge. Yeah, I noticed. So somebody, and I think it's you, because you acting like a COINTELPRO scumby. And if you really for the people, if you really want to see Hoover thrive, push peace, homie. Don't push these 10th grade drunken fool tactics that you pushing, talking about acting, faking like you tough, faking like you like that. And your story is full of flaws. Like, your story is full of flaws. And guess what? I'm not here to tear you down as a man. I'm here to wake you up on your foolish behaviors. Because everything that I've said now is scumbag. And you go to the scumbag files when you this much of a scumbag. And I say this again, Scumby. Get your in the ring with me. We can make a little money. You scared? You don't want to fight? Well, if you don't want to fight, then you need to shut the front door. You feel me? If you don't want to do no fighting, they say if you don't want to get the fighting, well, get the running. Yeah. You remember what Wyatt Earp told the dumb fool? I need a gun! I need a gun! Nigga Wyatt Earp run up on that. It's like, if you don't want to do no fighting, you get the running. We fight over here in Texas. We really do. So you already acted like a yellow belly, you know. So yellow belly, you ain't gonna go. You seen all these fouls. Let me get this right, because you know, this is going into the foul cabinet. And this has been the first section of the scumbag fouls. And the first contestant, the first dummy to get admitted to the scumbag fouls was Scumby, cuz. I think might want to, you know, watch your mouth, brother. Because every time you open your mouth, we're going to open the scumbag fouls. So you might want to not talk about Fort Worth no more. You might want to not talk about 5 Deuce CG, HCG no more, or 5 Deuce GC no more. Because it's none of your business, you know. And I didn't mean this to the Hoovers or the homies. I did this as my responsibility of shutting a clown down. And I hope that in step 2, homies, we've already told Gumby to leave. So now it's up to y'all. Can y'all make Gumby go? Because we've already asked him, gentlemen, as gentlemen, in a gentleman way, to leave. We asked him to get out of Texas. He's here as a counselor and a parasite. We don't want him here. So now I asked all the big homies, y'all know who I'm talking to. Y'all have talked to me. If you spoke to me, you know what I'm.
Gotta stay on my grind and get my money right. Gotta make sure me and my brothers hustle through the night. Me and my niggas, we gon' swing, we gon' blow that pipe. Hop out on your block with thunder clapping when we make it strike. Hop on feet, hop out, give 'em smoke, gon' be a count.